Hello students, you are welcome in the first lecture of a chapter of electrochemistry. This is our first lecture of a chapter of electrochemistry. In the mathematical part, in all 6 topics we are studying, and this is the last mathematical chapter, electrochemistry, last mathematical part chapter. We have completed solid state. Here problems are there, that is mathematical chapter. Solutions and colligative properties, that is also a mathematical one. Chemical thermodynamics and energetics, that is the numerical containing chapter, mathematical chapter. Equilibrium, ionic equilibrium we have studied, that is also the chapter containing numerical examples, so mathematical chapter. Chemical kinetics, last one we have completed, that is also the chapter containing a mathematical part. And this is electrochemistry. This is the last one chapter containing a mathematical part. And after that, 2 non-mathematical chapters we have to study. They are P block elements and green chemistry. So electrochemistry is the last chapter from chemistry which is containing a mathematical part. Syllabus is not completed here, just the mathematical chapter is last one, then non-mathematical part we have to cover. So what is electrochemistry? The word electrochemistry stands for electric energy and chemical energy. Electro stands for electric energy and chemistry stands for the chemical energy. So in the electrochemistry, there is a conversion of electric energy into chemical energy as well as chemical energy into electric energy. 2 forms of energy are convertible into each other according to electrochemistry. Those 2 forms and those 2 conversions are studied. In the thermodynamics, we have seen that there are various forms of energy. Many forms of energy are there, like kinetic energy, potential energy, electric energy, heat energy, and all those forms of energy are interconvertible into each other. One form of energy is convertible into another form of energy. One form of energy is convertible into another form of energy that we have studied in the thermodynamics. In electrochemistry, only two forms of energy are considered. They are considered to be convertible into each other. Electric energy is convertible into chemical energy and chemical energy is convertible into electric energy. So those 2 conversions are studied with the help of branch of chemistry known as electrochemistry. You are familiar with the dry cell. Dry cell we are using in the transistors, battery, torches. Battery means torches, camera, radio. We are using the dry cell. So what is that dry cell? How that gives the light when your button is make on of a torch? Because in the dry cell, chemicals are there. Chemicals are there. And those chemicals gives the electric energy. That is, in a dry cell, chemical energy is converted into electric energy. Chemical energy in a dry cell is converted into electric energy because chemicals are lost over there and electric energy is generated. How that take place? What is the base because of which chemical energy is converted into electric energy? There is a base of redox reaction. There is a base of redox reaction, and redox reaction you have studied in the last year. Redox reaction is nothing but a summation of two reactions, that is reduction plus oxidation. The summation of reduction plus oxidation is nothing but the redox reaction. We know what is meant by reduction. We know what is meant by oxidation. Reduction is gain of electron. Addition of electron is known as reduction, and oxidation is loss of electron. Addition of electron and loss of electron. But it is observed that reduction and oxidation are not independent reactions. They are always taking place in presence of each other. Means whenever reduction take place, always it is accompanied by oxidation, or whenever oxidation take place, always it is accompanied by the reduction. Therefore reduction and oxidation are not independent reactions. They are not independent reactions, they are simultaneous reactions. Therefore instead of studying reduction and oxidation separately, they are studied in the format of redox reaction. Reduction and oxidation is studied in the form of redox reaction. And that redox reaction is the base of electrochemistry, because of which chemical energy is convertible into electric energy. So in the electrochemistry, conversion of electric energy into chemical energy is studied. In the electrochemistry, conversion of chemical energy into electric energy is studied. In the electrochemistry, the base of redox reaction is studied. And besides that, some basic terms are studied in electrochemistry. So let us see those basic terms. We know the basic terms: resistance, conductance, then resistance of solution, conductance of solution, resistivity, conductivity. Those are the basic terms studied in electrochemistry. So let us see it one by one. First one, resistance. Resistance are, you are familiar with this, resistance R. What is the unit of resistance? You know, unit of resistance is nothing but ohm. It has the symbol of this omega. Ohm. Resistance is expressed in terms of ohm and has a symbol of omega. So what is resistance of a conductor? Resistance of a metallic conductor or electronic conductor is directly proportional to potential applied across the conductor and inversely proportional to current strength passing through the conductor according to Ohm's law. What is that Ohm's law? According to Ohm's law, resistance of a conductor is ratio of potential applied across the conductor to the current strength passing through that conductor. So resistance R will be equal to V upon I, where V is potential in the volt, divided by current strength in ampere. So volt upon ampere means volt ampere raised to -1. and this unit volt ampere is known as ohm, and it has the symbol of omega. So that is about resistance of a conductor. According to Ohm's law, resistance of conductor is the ratio of potential, means volt, potential expressed in the volt, potential passing across the conductor, potential applied across the conductor to the current strength in amperes. We know potential is expressed in volt, current strength expressed in ampere. So volt per ampere is the unit of resistance, that is also known as ohm. Then second term, this is conductance, G. Conductance and resistance are opposite of each other, opposite of each other. This conductance is reciprocal of resistance. Conductance G is reciprocal of resistance, means 1 upon R. Conductance G of a conductor is the reciprocal of resistance, that is 1 upon R. Now we have to find out the unit of conductance. What is unit of resistance? Ohm. So 1 upon ohm means it is per ohm, like this, per ohm, and this is also known as Siemens. Siemens. The unit of conductance is Siemens, that is per ohm. Here per ohm or per omega, per ohm, because conductance is reciprocal of resistance. So these are the two basic terms in electrochemistry for a conductor. But we know this is the resistance of metallic conductor given by this equation, Ohm's law. This is the conductance of same one, metallic conductor or electronic conductor, expressed on the basis of Ohm's law for a metallic conductor. Here in electrochemistry, we have to study the conductance and resistance of solution. In the electrochemistry, here we are studying chemistry, not a physics. We don't have to study the electronic or metallic conductors in detail. We are studying solution conductors. They are electrolytic conductors. They are electrolytic conductors. So the electrolytic conductors are studied in detail in the chapter of electrochemistry. So this resistance term, this equation and this equation, they are not of much importance in the chemistry. They are not of very much importance in the chemistry. Here we have to study the resistance of solution. So let us see the third term. This is important, resistance of a solution or resistance of electrolytic conductor. Resistance of solution or resistance of electrolytic conductor. See, this is important over here in the electrochemistry. Resistance R of electrolytic conductor is directly proportional to length of conductor and inversely proportional to area of cross section of a conductor in the electrolytic conductors. Resistance R of a conductor is directly proportional to length L of conductor and inversely proportional to area of cross section of a conductor. If we take rho as a proportionality constant, or it is also known as resistivity. Rho is proportionality constant or also known as resistivity. So what this equation now become? R will be equal to rho into L upon A. Resistance is equal to resistivity into length of conductor to the area of cross section of the conductor. When this equation will become R is equal to rho, at that time L will be equal to 1 and A is also equal to 1. See it carefully what I am telling here. R is equal to rho into L upon A. This R will become rho whenever L is 1 and A is also 1. Now what is meant by resistivity? Resistivity rho. So resistivity rho is nothing but the resistance of a conductor having unit length and unit area of cross section. Resistance of a conductor having length 1 centimeter and area of cross section 1 centimeter square is known as resistivity. Resistivity is nothing but the resistance whenever length of conductor is 1 and area of cross section of the conductor is also 1. That is known as resistivity. Now find the unit of resistivity. What is the unit of resistivity? From this equation, rho will be equal to R into A upon L. This equation is written like this. We have to find out the unit of resistivity. So resistivity rho will be equal to resistance in ohm multiplied by area centimeter square divided by length centimeter. Therefore what is the unit? Ohm centimeter, or maybe ohm meter. Ohm centimeter or ohm meter is the unit of resistivity. So this is the third important term. See it once again. Resistance of electrolytic conductor. Here resistance of conductor is directly proportional to length of conductor and inversely proportional to area of cross section of a conductor. If we take here proportionality constant rho, which is considered as proportionality constant or also known as resistivity. So from this equation, R resistance will be equal to rho into L upon A. If we take L is 1, A is 1, so resistance become equal to resistivity, and at that time resistivity is defined as a resistance of conductor having length 1 centimeter and the area of cross section 1 centimeter square. From this equation we can write the unit of resistivity rho. So from this one we can write it like this. Rho will be equal to R into A upon L. Centimeter square upon centimeter, one of them cancelled. So left part is ohm centimeter because resistance in the ohm. We know the unit of resistance, ohm. So resistance of electrolytic conductor is nothing but ohm centimeter, or in SI scale it is written as ohm meter. This is the third term, resistance of electrolytic conductor. Now based on the third one, there is a fourth term. See that fourth or a last term, conductance. Fourth one, conductance of electrolytic conductor. Conductance of electrolytic conductor. Conductance of electrolytic conductor. We know resistance and conductance are reciprocal of each other. Conductance is reciprocal of resistance. So here, what is resistance? It is directly proportional to length of conductor and inversely proportional to area of cross section of conductor. Therefore, conductance here G, which is reciprocal of resistance, we know it is reciprocal of resistance. Therefore, conductance G is directly proportional to area of cross section and inversely proportional to length. Opposite of this equation, conductance G of a conductor, electrolytic conductor, is directly proportional to area of cross section and inversely proportional to the length of conductor. If some proportionality constant K is taken, K let us consider as a proportionality constant. This K is now also known as conductivity. It is the conductivity. Rho, proportionality constant, resistivity. Resistance and resistivity. Resistance, resistivity. Similarly, this is conductance and K is conductivity. So G will be equal to K into A upon L. G will be equal to K into A upon L, where G is conductance, K is conductivity, A area of cross section of the conductor, and L length of conductor. In that manner, similarly, R is equal to rho. So here, what is that equation? G will be equal to K. What are conditions for that? A will be equal to 1 centimeter square and L will be equal to 1. This is 1 centimeter square. So, centimeter square upon centimeter, 1. At that time, G will be equal to K. Means, what is conductivity? See the important definition. Here, this is important. Conductivity K. What is conductivity? Conductivity is conductance of 1 cube of material. If length is 1 and area 1 centimeter square, what is that material? That is 1 cube material. 1 centimeter cube material. So, conductance of ions present in 1 centimeter cube material is known as conductivity. Conductivity is a conductance of ions present in 1 centimeter cube volume. Conductance of 1 cube of material, 1 centimeter cube or 1 meter cube of material is known as conductivity. Let us see the unit. From this equation, we can write K will be equal to G into L upon A. G is nothing but 1 upon R into L upon A. Now write the unit. K is equal to 1 upon ohm. Here centimeter divided by centimeter square. So it has the unit of per ohm per centimeter. One of them cancelled. Per ohm per centimeter or per ohm per meter. This is the unit for conductivity. See the unit of resistivity. Ohm centimeter, ohm meter. Conductivity is reciprocal of resistivity. So it has the sign of unit of per ohm per centimeter or per ohm per meter. So these are the basic terms, very much important basic terms in electrochemistry. Four terms we have studied. They are resistance, conductance, then resistance of electrolytic conductor and conductance of electrolytic conductor. We know resistance according to Ohm's law is nothing but V upon I for metallic conductor. Conductance is reciprocal of resistance, G is equal to 1 upon R. We have seen the corresponding units, ohm and per ohm. Per ohm is also known as Siemens. So this is also written as Siemens per centimeter or Siemens per meter, because per ohm is nothing but Siemens. Siemens per centimeter or Siemens per meter. Then we have seen the resistance of electrolytic conductor and conductance of electrolytic conductor. These are the four important basic terms in electrochemistry. The next part is nothing but molar conductivity and the dependence of molar conductivity on concentration.